Please repeat or say it with me. O Lord, may your hand lead us from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, from death to immortality. May all be happy. May all be peaceful. May all be enlightened and cultured. May all attain perfection. May peace be established in the three bodies of man. May peace be established in the three worlds. May peace be established everywhere. May truth be our religion. May service be our worship. May knowledge be our breath. May world be our family. May yoga and meditation be our way. May our eyes see happy and noble things. May our ears hear happy and truthful words. May our tongues be sweet and truthful. May our bodies be divine instruments. May noble thoughts come to us from all corners of the universe. May we never leave God, and may God never leave us. Om, peace and love. Om, peace and health. Om, peace and enlightenment. Om. Good morning. I have before me my very favorite scripture. It is a universal scripture, and like all scriptures, they are stories that help us to go back to the source, the divine source. It is not easy to go back to where we came from. We have come and gone so far away, it is as if we have lost a passageway and we're wandering in the forest and cannot find our way back. And then you come across the Bhagavat Gita or any story or scripture, and they show you many ways that you can find your pathway back. And there is no one pathway. There are many. And each individual and each person needs to take their own time and their own path. So you choose individually which is more appropriate for yourself. Today I'm going to talk to you about my very favorite verse in the Bhagavat Gita that I have taken to heart a great deal. So the Gita starts with Karma Yoga, the first chapters, 6 chapters. And of course, while it's talking about Karma Yoga, then it's also talking about Bhakti, Jnana, and Raja Yoga. So the yogas are really 4. We have Karma Yoga, which is the yoga of action. We have Jnana Yoga, which is the yoga of knowledge. We have Raja Yoga, which is control over the mind. And then we have Bhakti Yoga, which is control over our emotions. And all of them are really discussed here. We're now in the chapter 12, which is actually about devotion. But there's always something that is being taught at the same time. When we love something, we will take time to do so. If you love anything, you will make the time. But here he says, here are several other paths that you can use. And here, this chapter 12.12, knowledge is better than practice without discernment. Jnana Yoga is better than knowledge that it does not give only worldly knowledge. With other words, if we practice pujas, if we practice penances, but we don't gain the wisdom from them, but knowledge is better than that practice. With other words, abhyas, that practice. Practice has to give us wisdom. Practice must, if we are doing any discipline of any sort, we have to learn from it. It has to be done with the idea of gaining not only worldly pleasures, but our wisdom about our life, our individuality, our being, our family, our society, etc. It cannot be just doing or practicing or abhyas or making disciplines for self-gain. It has to take on a bigger picture. And that is what he's talking about. So Jnana Yoga is better than abhyas or practice. Jnana is knowledge, it's deep knowledge. It is when we jnana is when we take knowledge and we integrate it. But when we meditate on God, on the divine, that is superior to knowledge. Because when we meditate on the divine, we begin to realize that we're all part of the divine. And it's a beautiful part. So it says meditating on God is superior to knowledge. We can have the wisdom, and you can believe that God is omnipresent. And that's a wisdom that we have. But can we really feel that inside? The only time you can really feel that inside is when you're in this state of meditation, when you are in the now moment, when you are experiencing divine energy within you. So meditation is superior. And everybody thinks meditation is the highest goal, but not according to this verse. And renunciation of the fruit of action is even superior to meditation. For peace immediately follows from renunciation. So what are we talking about? Renunciation for the fruit of action. By living our life according to our dharma, or what our purpose in life. By living and taking care of society. That is what is called renunciation of the fruit of action. Where I am doing because it is part of my being, rather than what I'm going to get from what I am doing. So what does that imply in the deepest sense, actually? Doing your dharma, in other words, doing what you came, your purpose in life. A parent's purpose is to be a parent. And not to look for the result, but to just be the parent, to just raise that child, and to the best of their ability. Not to make a specific type of individual, but to the very best of their ability. So when we have dharma to our very best, then what we are doing is actually, when we are in karma yoga, we are doing our purpose, sanatana dharma, doing our dharma, doing our duty. But duty is not the right word to use, but that's how it's usually translated. Duty meaning our fulfillment, what we came to do. Some people come as architects, and they love being an architect. That is a fulfillment of their dharma. Some people like to teach, and they love teaching, and that is a fulfillment of their dharma. And they teach because it comes naturally. It's not a job. It is a natural being. Similarly, if you're an architect, you can't help but create architecture. Not necessarily for yes, we need to be compensated, but not only for compensation, because it's part of your nature to do so. And that is what we mean by dharma, because then we are peaceful within ourselves. We're not looking for anything. Then we become vehicles for the divine. When we are doing our dharma, we become vehicles for the divine. And that, once you feel that, then there's nothing lacking. There won't be anything that we lack. It's called peace. Peace comes. I am doing my divine duty. I am serving humanity to the very best of my ability. And the Lord will assist me to the very best of my ability. I will strive, and I have nothing to gain by doing so. I have nothing to fear. I have nothing that is lacking, because I am complete inside. Outside I might not look complete, but inside that internal being feels fulfilled. Every person on this earth is looking to express themselves, to be who they really are, to be the person that they can possibly be. And that is by doing our dharma, by doing what comes naturally. And that is what we call karma yoga. Karma yoga is doing things from our heart without looking for the benefit from it. We're doing it because it is part of our nature. Not just I'm doing it because I'm not asking for reward. No, it's part of it because I'm doing it because it is part of me. I'm doing it because I am that. Just like a rose comes up and flowers as a rose because it is a rose. Similarly, every human being comes to this earth as part of the whole and has special gifts within them to express and serve the whole. And when that special gift is opened up, not because it wants something, but because it cannot be any other way, that special gift is opened up, then the fragrance, the beauty of divinity is channeled through that expression. Because we are all part of a divine family, and every person has a place within that family. And everything that we have, all the gifts we have, are here to serve humanity. The teachers are here to teach. The builders are here to build. The warriors are here for our safety. The servants are here to help us so that we can do more. The merchants are needed so that we have the supplies. There isn't anyone here that is not needed and does not have a purpose in this life. You might not feel that you have found that purpose. And usually, whatever the purpose is, it makes your body and your mind full of joy, that you are happy doing it, you enjoy doing it. It could be the most minute thing, but you enjoy doing it. That is how we know what our purpose is, because we enjoy it. It becomes our passion. And we have not only one purpose, we have many. And it is an expression of our individuality and our personality. And that gives us peace. And from that, we can renounce the world. Why? Because all of a sudden you need nothing from the world. You have it all within you. You don't need somebody's approval because you have it in you. You don't need certain things because you have it within you. You might utilize what the world has to offer in order to use it within your scope. But for your personal freedom and love and acceptance, you don't need that. It is not needed. Personal power, no one will be able to take it away from you because it's part of your nature. And so you're doing what you love. You're doing what you enjoy. How do you find that? How do you know your purpose in life? By doing what you love. Follow your bliss, as Joseph Campbell states. Follow your bliss. What you love is your purpose. And that, once you have reached that, then the world will open up and allow you to practice and participate, because it was for that purpose you came. And most people are always asking, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? Do what you love. Follow your bliss. And if you do that, not looking for rewards, but just doing it because it is part of your being, then you will feel fulfilled. Your life will feel fulfilled. And when your life feels fulfilled, you are at peace. And then you can feel the energy of the divine flowing through you to express this wonderful gift. So here Arjun states, knowledge is better than practice without discernment. Meditation on God is superior to knowledge. And renunciation of the fruit of actions is even superior to meditation. For peace immediately follows from renunciation. That does not mean you cannot achieve renunciation through meditation or through Jnana Yoga. And in order to really, you see, true Jnana Yoga will automatically give you the power for meditation. True meditation gives you understanding and knowledge. So Jnana Yoga comes through meditation. And Karma Yoga comes automatically when you practice the Jnana Yoga or the meditation or these things. Then you will discover what is your inherent gift that you have. You see, all of them work in cohesion, but each individual is different and they must come together. So if you're deeply meditating, you will come to the point where you will know what your Dharma is and how to do it without looking for the actions. if you have studied a great deal and have integrated the knowledge to become wisdom, similarly, you begin to know yourself, because then God's energy flows through you, and then you begin to know yourself. But know this, if your meditation is not 100%, and if your knowledge is not 100%, then at least do karma yoga. Do your actions without looking for rewards. Do it because it is meant for you to do. Do it because it is part of your being. It is your dharma. It is your duty. To be a parent is your duty. Don't look for the reward. To be a mother is your duty. To be a daughter is your duty. Looking for all of these, to be a good brother, sister, all of these are part of being a duty. To be a good human, to serve humanity, is part of our duty. And if we are not perfect yet, let us at least explore the things that we are doing, and doing it to the best of our ability, according to our dharma or to our duty at this time. And when we do that, we will feel better, especially if you're not doing it because you're looking for something. Life changes when people are just go through an experience of death. Then they see, and you have heard it before, all of a sudden their life changes. What becomes more important is their interaction with humanity, not trying to make a bank account, not trying to become the CEO, unless that is your passion. Without reward, if it happens automatically, but if you're struggling to get there, and if we're going with the flow, it will automatically happen if it is meant for us. And so we don't need to be struggling for the rewards. Then we understand to do our duty, to do what is our gift, to share with humanity, is what brings us satisfaction of life. Not a bank account. Yes, bank accounts give security, but the security does not give us satisfaction in life. You think it does, but then look at all the winners of the lottery. Many of them say they were better off before. Yes. Power like that, who needs? Power from within is what we need. Yes, all of those things, if they are part of your dharma, you will have, without trying, you will have the resources that are needed for your journey. When you look at a tiny oak tree seed, everything is in that seed to make that gorgeous, beautiful, magnificent tree. And we have so many oaks upstate, and they're so beautiful, magnificent tree, royal, majestic. It came out of a small seed. Similarly, we have everything within us to bring that gift forward. And if we are not looking for the result, we will have to go in and find what gives us satisfaction within ourselves, where we don't need the approval of someone else, but we have it within us. Just like the oak tree seed has everything for its magnificence, we have everything for our dharma and our magnificence. And every individual is needed, no matter, there is no one aspect of life that is superior to another. And I love to give this explanation. I remember many years ago, and I have told this story many a time because it's so profound to understand. There's a gas station here only 2 blocks away. And I would go there, and there was this elderly gentleman who pumped the gas. And he also cleaned your windows, front and back. And he had such a smile on his face and was so happy to do his work that when you left there, you felt so good. You felt like, I don't know, it wasn't like he was doing it because he enjoyed doing it. He enjoyed pumping the gas. He enjoyed talking to the people. He enjoyed what he was doing. And it radiated from him to such a point. So every one of us has this beauty within us that we can radiate our beauty. And that is what we mean by doing our duty, or karma yoga. Renunciation of the fruit of actions is even superior to meditation and superior to jnana, for peace will immediately follow from renunciations. And with this I will close and find that beauty, find that inner blossom. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Oh.